One of the biggest reasons people struggle to lose body fat is they're relying way too much on motivation. And honestly, motivation is probably the thing that's holding people back. My name's Adam, I'm an online fitness coach, and I've helped loads of normal people get the results they didn't think was possible and then change their life forever. And quickly, if you do want structure to follow rather than relying on motivation, I'm currently offering 4 weeks free coaching. The link's in the description, but I'll cover it again later on. But here's the thing with motivation, it's only temporary. You feel motivated after watching a video, seeing a transformation, starting a new plan, but that motivation soon disappears. And when motivation disappears, most people stop. I think everyone's experienced this at some point. You tell yourself, right, this Monday I'm going all in. You train hard for a couple of weeks, eat really clean, and start trying to be perfect with everything. And then life happens. Work gets stressful, you're too tired, and your routine gets disrupted. And then suddenly that motivation you had at the start has totally disappeared. The people that actually get the results that you want aren't motivated all the time. They pretty simply just have structure. They know when they're training, what they're eating, and what their routine looks like. Pretty simply so they don't have to rely on motivation every single day. And honestly, that's the main difference. Motivation might get you started, but structure is what keeps you going. I think most people are waiting to feel ready. They're waiting for Monday, waiting until life calms down, or waiting until they feel motivated again. But fat loss doesn't happen because you suddenly feel motivated one morning. It happens when you keep showing up when you don't feel like it. And that's the part that nobody wants to hear. The people who get results aren't the people who always feel motivated. They're the people that stick to the plan when motivation disappears. This is why so many people keep stopping and restarting. They go all in when motivation's high, then disappear completely when life happens. And honestly, that cycle destroys progress more than anything else. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because the plan they were following from the start was totally unrealistic. Trying to train 6 days a week, doing loads of cardio, cutting calories too low, and trying to completely change their lifestyle overnight. And that only works for maybe a couple of weeks, and then life kicks in. What actually works is building a routine that fits your life. Not the perfect plan, not the hardest one, but the most realistic one. For most people, that means training 3 or 4 times a week in the gym, having some basic structure around their nutrition, and building consistency first. And that is it. Fat loss doesn't have to be extreme. But people make it extreme because they always think harder means better. And this is exactly why structure matters so much. When you actually know what your training sessions look like, when you are actually training, things then become way more predictable. You then stop relying on motivation and start relying on routine instead. This is exactly what I help people do inside my coaching. Most people don't need more motivation. They just need structure that they can actually stick to for long term. And because honestly, the people that you see that are changing their body don't feel motivated every single day. They're the people that keep going when they don't feel motivated. So if you're tired of constantly starting over, losing motivation, and never really stick to anything long enough to see the results, I'm currently offering 4 weeks of free coaching. I'll help you build structure that actually fits your life, set up your training properly, and help you to finally start building that consistency. So if you want to take advantage, the link is in the description. Sign up and then I'll send you an email giving you the next steps. But it's only for people that want to stop relying on motivation and actually take action.